Hi friends, welcome to my channel Simple Learning Tips, and I really want to thank each one of my subscribers and to all the viewers for supporting me. Keep supporting me so that I can add more videos. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So without much further ado, let's move on to today's topic, that is personality. So in this I'm covering the topics that I'm covering are definition, then Myers-Briggs type indicator, Big Five personality model, and the various personality traits. So, first one is definition. Okay. So, here I'm giving a small definition. It is given by Gordon Allport, and he says that personality is the dynamic organization within the individual of those psychophysical systems that determine his unique adjustments to his environment. So basically, personality means, when we say personality, sometimes we get an image, right? Person who is well dressed, who is well groomed. So we think that is personality, but that is not. That is not the only concept of personality. That is, of course, a part of personality. But personality basically means an overall way of how an individual behaves or reacts and also interacts with each other in a given situation. Okay, so basically it means the behavioral trait that a person shows. For example, the best example that I can give is, our not now captain, like our previous captain of Indian cricket team, MS Dhoni. He is known as Captain Cool. And why it's not that he's dressed like a cool person? It's because whenever there is a stressful situation, he acts very calm and composed, and he takes very good decisions. So that is why we all say that he's Captain Cool. So that is his personality. Okay, so that is what personality means. I hope it is clear. I've given just very simple basic understanding. Now there are certain determinants, there are certain factors that determines these personalities. One is of course genetics or hereditary, and the second one is environment or situation. Now what contributes hereditary contribution is physique of a person, facial features of a person, biological rhythms of a person, energy levels of an individual. So all these things contributes to personality, and one of the main determinant factor is hereditary. Now, what does environment or situation, the school that we go, the the cultural background that we have, the society that we live in, the kind of friends that we have, that also determines our personality. So these two factors, hereditary and environmental situation, sorry, all these combined together defines the personality of a person. So I hope it is clear. Next, let's move on to Myers-Briggs type indicator. Now, this basically is a test. Okay, you can take this test online. I think there are some free resources, and you can identify your personality types very well. Now, in this personality test, there are 100 questions. Okay, and they ask individual how they react or how they feel or what kind of action they will take in a given situation, and based on that individuals are classified into these various, I think eight parameters. Okay, so that is what this Myers-Briggs type indicator means. Now first one is ability, sorry, the first one is extrovert. Now nowadays, we all might have, we are very familiar with this term extrovert, introvert, right? But still, I'll explain it. Extrovert individual means those who are very outgoing, those who are social, and those people who don't have any problem in making new friends. They're very comfortable in making friends. They have a very charming kind of personality. That is extrovert. Introvert, they also might have charming, but they're very shy and they're very quiet, reserved people, and it's very difficult for them to make new kind of initiation, and also to make new friends. So that is introvert. Okay, now sensing versus intuitive. Sensing means they are very practical people. Sensing people, they get into details for taking any, they need details, they're very rational, they need details to take decision. Okay, so sensing people are very practical, and they kind of like an order in their life. They does not like chaos in their life. They kind of prefer a routine in their life. Okay, so that is sensing personality. And intuitive people means they understand or they know things without any direct evidence or kind of reasoning. They always depend on kind of unconscious processes, and they always look into the big picture. That is intuitive. We say, we have sometimes, we take our decision based on intuition, right? Sometimes we buy certain dress based on intuition, without thinking that whether it will fit me, whether the color will suit me. These are all logical things that can be thought, like sensing. Okay, like we see online, I feel that this dress will suit me, and you will try to buy it. That is kind of an intuition also. Small example for that. So next is thinking versus feeling. Thinking means, thinking personality, they handle their problems by using all the logical and reasoning things. They handle situation like that. Okay, and they try to solve their problems using logically and using all the reasoning they could get. Feeling means, the person who gives more importance to emotions and personal values. Okay, see, these things, it will come in handy when you are in an organization. Okay, if you give a certain test, you will understand what is this emotional quotient, or how that person is taking, well, recruitment. If you give this personality test, you can easily identify it. If you want a more thinking kind of person, then you can select that kind of person in an organization. And if if you are a psychologist, definitely you should give more importance to personal values and emotions, right? So you can give preference to that people who score high in feelings. Okay, so that is what the purpose of this test in OB, in organization behavior. Now, judging versus perceiving. Judging means these people, they want control in their life, and they want a kind of structure, and they also prefer kind of order in their life. Okay, they want to be control of everything. Now, perceiving people, they are like more flexible, and they're very spontaneous kind of people. Now, in a combination of all these things, now we have taken the test, and we might have got, this person is introvert, extrovert, like that. So there are 16 personality permutation combination types based on this test. For example, like, if it is I and if the result is INTJ, means introverted, intuitive, thinking. Judging people means, they are tend to be more visionary kind of people, and they are very highly ambitious people. They have intuitive in nature, right? So still they are considered as independent, determined, and they are very skeptical and critical, and sometimes they are even considered as stubborn. So that if the result is INTJ. Okay, so like this permutation and combination, there are 16 personality traits from this test. Now, the drawback, this test has certain drawback. I hope you can assume by now, because we all know that nowadays we can find personalities or individuals who are both extrovert and introvert, and that depends on the situation, how they are behaving. Even there are people who are thinking, and still it is, they give importance to emotions as well. So, but in this test, there is a drawback. They fix that particular person in one group. Either they are intuitive, or either they are sensitive people or sensing people. Either they are introvert, or they are extrovert. So that should not be there. That is the drawback this test has. Okay. So next, moving on to next, the big five personality model. Now, the big five personality model has actually five parameters. So, first one again is extraversion. So, extraversion means person who is social, who is outgoing, and who are like more assertive kind of people, like we discussed previously. Agreeableness. Now, agreeableness means these people generally uh, find it very difficult to disagree with others. And I'm sure you all have one such person in your life who finds it difficult to disagree. They try to agree with each and everyone, and they kind of people pleasing people. Okay, they agree with everything. So, but in an organization point of view, they are considered to be very trustworthy people because they are not arguing with anyone, they agree with everybody, so they are kind of trustworthy people, and they are very cooperative, they are warm, they have a warm personality. Okay, and the people who generally don't have this agreeableness are considered as arrogant, or they are kind of they are considered to be cold, emotionally distant kind of person. Okay. Next one is conscientiousness. Now, conscientiousness means a person who has good conscientious means they are very responsible people, they're very organized and very determined, and they have a consistent personality. They will not leave you hanging anywhere. Okay, and this means this helps to measure the kind of dependability, the reliability. Okay, if a person has high consciousness, that means we can depend on him. And exactly the opposite if he has low conscientiousness, that is, he is very disorganized and not at all a reliable person, and he gets distracted very easily. So I hope it is clear. Next is emotional stability. Now, emotional stability means the person who is in control of his emotions, who handles stress well. Now, if a person has a good emotional stability, means they will be very calm, self-confident, and they will feel very secure. Of course, those who have less negative emotional stability means they are more neurotic people. They are kind of depressed kind of people. Next one is openness to experience. Now, these people, this personality trait people, they will be more creative. They are very artistic kind of people because they like new things. Okay, they prefer new things in their life, new experiences. Okay, they are actually fascination with lot of interest, and fascinated with lot of interest, and also they like all the kind of new experiences. Okay, and if a person is not like with less openness to experience based, they kind of follow the traditional conventional method in their life. So that is the personality that they have. Now, how this will help in your organization is like, if a person has high emotional stability, we know that he will have, low stress level. So definitely he will have, kind of good job satisfaction because they will be, they will have less negative emotions and less negative thinking. So of course you will have all the benefits. If a person is extrovert means definitely he will perform in as a good team member, so that is good for the organization. Openness means he will be learning new things. Okay, so definitely that is good for the development of the organization. And again, agreeableness means if a person is in your group, if there is a person who is agreeing everything you say, then he can be a good team member. You can utilize him as a good team member. Conscientiousness. Now, these people, since they have high conscientious, they can be used for better planning, and they will have good leadership uh, characteristics. So this is how these personality traits can be useful in an organization. Now, moving on to next, we have the different other personality traits. So first one is core self evaluation. Now, core self evaluation means these people evaluate their own capabilities, their own skills, abilities, their own competencies. Okay, so they evaluate themselves, and those who have high core self or positive core self evaluation means they find themselves more effective, more capable, and they feel that they are in control of their environment, and they are like more ambitious people. So those who don't have, negative self-evaluation means they dislike themselves and they feel powerless. Okay. Next concept is Machiavellianism. Now, Machiavellianism means, actually it is derived from one like Niccolo Machiavelli, who is like who was in 16th century. He was a kind of person who used power, and who he will try to do anything to achieve the things that he want. So if a person has this kind of personality trait, we call him Machiavellianism. Okay, that means they feel that if it works, use it. Okay, they, for them only the result matters. How you are reaching there, that does not matter. Okay, so that is Machiavellianism. They will be very high, they will be definitely highly ambitious people, people who are, you might if you are working, you'll be knowing that in sales and all that, people who achieve, some people, not all the people, who achieve targets, and they will go to any extent to achieve that end result. Okay, so that kind of personality traits are known as Machiavellianism. Next is narcissism. This you might have heard in a lot of movies and everywhere. The people are using, don't be a narcissist. So this means that narcissism means a personality trait where the person is in so love with himself that he considered himself like more like he expects that everybody should admire him, and he or she constantly wants a lot of attention. They feel that they have a kind of sense of entitlement, and they always want a lot of importance when in a group. Okay, so that is narcissism, and generally it is not considered as a good personality trait. I'm sure you all have either friends or somebody in your family or around you who is a narcissist. Okay, who likes a lot of attention, and who likes to who prefers that he's getting a lot of self importance and all that. Sorry. Self monitoring. Self monitoring means a person's ability to adjust his or her behavior in any given situation. And if a person has high self monitoring, that means he is very flexible, he has more adaptable nature. But if a person has less self monitoring, means it's difficult for him to adapt in a new situation. But generally in companies, we prefer people those who have high self monitoring. Next one is risk taking people. Risk taking people, that the people who takes risk, and sometimes when you work in an organization, there should be people who are willing to take risk, and thereby they are taking a lot of decisions. Okay, if it is a big organization, you have to take quick decision, and quick decision means generally you are taking a lot of risk, because there will be less information, and you will have to take a decision also. So those people are also good in an organization, but too much of that is also uh, not good. So there should be a balanced risk taking. Okay, next one, the last one is the other personality trait also, but the last point here is proactive personality. Proactive personality means, see, you might have seen in your life, or might be your sister, your siblings, or anybody, they will be proactive. Means, they will anticipate the needs, and they will try to, bring everything. Suppose, you have a sister who wants a car. So what she will do is that first itself she will buy all the cleaning supplies and everything, so that when the car comes, it will be easy for her to clean the dust and everything. That is proactive kind of people who anticipate things, and they try to do it before in hand. Okay, like we can say that whenever a disaster management people, like whenever before any cyclone or anything comes, people will be ready. Okay, with everything, they will have five force people. They will try to evacuate the people from the disaster areas. So that is proactiveness, and so there are a lot of individuals who are proactive, and they actually make good leaders in organization if a person has proactive personality. Okay, and they will be more satisfied because in their work, and they will help others also, because they are proactive. They would have completed their work before itself. Okay, they will anticipate that these are the things that can go wrong. They will even plan for that. So when the work will come, they will complete that task, and even they can help others. So I hope it is clear, and if you want me to discuss any other topic, please let me know in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for more videos like this.